Hey guys, welcome to another grip training session. So today I'm only going to work the left hand since it needs to catch up a bit in order to have the strength for setting bigger grippers. Now my strength in the left hand has increased quite a bit, I would say, but of course it's still not anywhere near as the right hand is. So I think when it comes to the 1 rep max, there's not so much big of a difference, since my record is of course closing the 1.5, as you can see. So yeah, the 1.5 with the right hand in a wide set, not without setting it at all, but in a wide set at least. And as you know, I only have got 6-inch hands, so it's not so easy for me to really nose set everything and close it. So that's the trainer, by the way. I still use it to warm up. See the trainer? And we're just gonna do a couple of reps like this. Only 5, not so much. I also had a deadlift session last time, so you saw me hit a new PR with my 1 rep max double overhand deadlift, 151 kg. And today I'm gonna slightly set the 1.5 with my right hand and try to hold it shut in my left hand for as long as I can, and then we're gonna see how it all plays out. Okay, so the 1.5 again, and here we go. I use my right hand to keep the spring stable, and then I'm gonna close it like that. So of course you have to be very careful when you do negatives on very heavy grippers, which is the 1.5 for me right now. But I think there's no real working around that. Of course you can do holds in the parallel position, or if you even have got the silver bullet, you can use that, or simply use anything that doesn't slide away and try to hold it shut. But for me personally, the best way to really become stronger in any hand is grabbing the spring, holding it stable, and then trying to close the gripper or squeeze the gripper at least as much as you can. Of course you have to remove the hand, because otherwise you can injure yourself, so pay attention to that. But that's a very good method for me, because if I hold it here very stable, it doesn't slide away, so I can use all my force to squeeze it without needing any force to stabilize it. And there's also something that's very interesting, and which is of course true. So if you're doing short steel bending, or if you're using power twisters, this is of course very taxing on your wrists, and you need strong wrists for grippers to not slide away in your hand. So it's, in my opinion, very underestimated to do especially wrist work. But it's true that for whatever reason, if you're doing short steel bending, you're really taking some power away for your in your crushing grip. So you have to balance it out, I would say, especially if you have smaller hands, because you cannot really crush or even close big grippers without having a strong and stable wrist. But on the other hand, it takes a lot of power away from you if you then try to do a crushing grip session the next day. because on the same day it's obviously not possible at all. But even if you do it the next day or the day after, you might see that you don't have the same crushing grip strength. So you really need to balance it out, in my opinion. Of course, if you have thicker and bigger hands in general, you don't need to train your wrists as much, but for people with smaller hands, it's absolutely necessary, because otherwise it will always sort of slide away in your hands. So there's no way around that. So let's see now what my second attempt on crushing this gripper and holding it shut looks like. You can count the seconds, for example, if you want to. No, it's not 100% close, but nevertheless. And also deadlift sessions, of course, take a lot of force away when you try to do a crushing grip session. But deadlifts, on the other hand, are very beneficial for your crushing grip, because you're working basically everything, also your crushing grip strength when doing deadlifts, because you really have to sort of squeeze the bar in order to be able to hold it when you're going up with the weight. So deadlifts are absolutely beneficial, especially double overhand deadlifts when it comes to grippers. But yeah, of course, if you're doing power twister training, short steel bending, long steel bending, you always have to keep in mind that it will take some crushing grip power away from you if you overdo it. If you do it once in a while, it's absolutely beneficial. And that sort of shows you that you should have an overall great grip strength no matter what you do, but you shouldn't really do only one thing and then trying to think you can basically carry it over to another specialized version of grip. That doesn't work out. So it really needs to be balanced, and maybe the best accessory work to crushing grippers is really double overhand deadlifting, from my personal experience. So I was able to hold it shut for my first attempt, not quite on the third. Now let's see what the third attempt brings. So again, the 1.5, just for you to make sure I'm not lying to you. No, so you see, your force decreases quite rapidly. But I'm overall very content with my performance today, because I had the 1 rep max deadlift session on Friday. So, and given the fact that I was training my grip on Thursday, so my crushing grip on Thursday, doing the 1 rep max on Friday, and now on Monday doing another crushing grip session, given all of that, the circumstances taken into account, I'm quite content with my performance today. So of course, maybe I could do it actually. So setting it very lightly with my right hand, and then crushing it and closing it in my left hand. That's actually possible, I would say, even now. But I need to be fully recovered, and that's not what I am. Maybe on Friday I will be, because I've shown you a video where I can close it in a wide set easily with my right hand, but I'm still not in my left hand, or at least I haven't recorded it on video. So let's see now. Of course, today I'm not able to do it anymore, because I already put everything into the hold the first time. So let's just see how far I can come if I set it very lightly with my right hand. that's actually pretty far. That's actually pretty far, so that's good. Yeah, and the problem is also, of course, so once you go up in grippers, you see the spread becomes bigger and bigger. Even if it's only a millimeter or two, but that's basically everything. That's the whole world for someone with smaller hands. So 1.5 again. And I'm not going to overdo it this time around because I'm still not fully recovered, but I needed to do it this day because I do not really want to have too many days in between where I'm not doing anything. And since I have no work today and tomorrow is my work day again, I said to myself, why not do it today? Because tomorrow I might be a bit tired when I come home from work. Parallel position. So that's basically it today. I think if you also take a look at my hand, that's a callus, by the way. That's not my hand ripped open. I think that's enough for today because I do not really want to destroy the tendons too much. I just wanted to do something to keep the strength and to keep the coordination in my hand, which is also very important. And I would say that's it for today, guys. And I'll see you the next time.